Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And you know, I often talk about the double standards when it comes to policing in South Africa. And now it turns out that the Police Minister, Beki Cele, who we call Shlaudi Mutseneng of the ministry, was personally involved in ordering that water tankers or water guns were used to target peaceful protests on Friday in the city of Cape Town. That use of the water guns and how they actually fired into open shops just to destroy the shop inside has totally outraged everybody. Especially seeing that at the same time, in the townships, violence and violent rioting goes totally unchallenged by the police. This is the double standards in South Africa. Let me add a bit of meat to the bone. Police set off stun grenades and blasted a water cannon during a protest by hospitality industry workers outside Parliament on Friday afternoon. Mayor Plato issued a statement condemning the actions of the South African Police Service, which he described as intimidation tactics. Plato said, "I am appalled at video footage showing the aggressive conduct of South African Police Service as they used heavy-handed tactics against peaceful hospitality industry protesters outside Parliament." He said it's unacceptable that peaceful demonstrators were met with water cannons and stun grenades. According to reports, the police told the crowd that protesters are not allowed under lockdown. Now, let's just be very clear on this. 95% of the people protesting in this hospitality protest in the middle of Cape Town were minority group, white people, and a speckling of colored people. Okay? This is why they were targeted by the police. Let's continue. The mayor says this is not true. Instead, he has backed the hospitality and tourism sector in their plea for a government intervention. He said the tourism and hospitality industry should be supported by national government, not shut down by police. At the same time, MEC Fritz also slammed the actions of police on Friday, which he describes as heavy-handed and unwarranted. In his statement, the MEC said the police have shown their hypocrisy in their response to the peaceful protesters, while they claim to be under-resourced and unable to adequately attend to violent and malicious protest action elsewhere. We're talking about in African townships. You can see what I'm talking about here. Persecution of the white people by the South African Police Service. Let's continue. Albert Fritz, the Western Cape MEC for Community Safety, said, "It is absurd that the South African Police Service and the South African National Defence Force are not able to fully mobilise enough resources to respond adequately to violent protests in areas which are experiencing looting, public violence, land invasions, destruction of property and barricading of roads, and yet they are able to mobilise water cannons and stun grenades at the drop of a hat to disperse peaceful protests." Fritz says his department has contacted Provincial Commissioner Yalisa Matakata to review the situation and the protocols for public order policing in the future. The restaurant and hospitality industries have been staging nationwide demonstrations all week to highlight their plight in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic and the current lockdown restrictions. Now, just yesterday, Saturday morning, we had those protests in Cape Town where the police were ordered, probably again by Beki Cele, the police minister, to block off roads in Cape Town, stopping the protesters who were coming in, who were protesting about the ban on cigarettes and also farm attacks and farm murders and other key issues. This was happening and was targeted at a largely white protest action. But what about when an African township doesn't just protest, it just causes absolute chaos? And let me show you a video to just start this off. Okay, same city. This is still Cape Town. This isn't Johannesburg or Durban. This is exactly the same place as the water guns and the stun grenades were used against the white protesters. Let's see what happened in a black African township, shall we? Okay. A ShopRite truck was petrol bombed during a protest in Umfuleni on Saturday. City of Cape Town law enforcement Wayne Dayson said several violent protests had erupted in areas across the metro. He said stoning occurred on the Stellenbosch Arterial and R300 between Westbank and Delft. The stoning of city staff also took place at Kalkfontein. Vehicles have also been stoned at Spine Road. Delft Main Road was closed at the Stellenbosch Arterial. According to police, a group of about 200 people, this is 200 people, they had 2,000 people in the city centre protesting what's happening to hospitality under the lockdown. This is about 10% of the number of people who rioted in this township. Okay, according to police, a group of about 200 people burned tyres at the Delft Main Road. It is understood some of these protests are related to land invasion. Law enforcement and members of the South African Police Service remained on the scene, but they did nothing. No water tanks or water guns, no stun grenades, nothing. This just highlights my point, that this police service under this corrupt Beki Cele is a disgrace to South Africa. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe.